It doesn't matter if they're from Canada, Laos, or God forbid, California. Right now, they're from Rainy Street. It's our patriotic duty to show them what good neighbors are all about.
Get out of here, man! I'm saying.
I don't remember the line exactly, but it was something where Min tries on Peggy's shoes, speaking of big feet. It's like, oh, look at me! Your shoes are like a boat!
Women.
You are the voice of Bobby from King of the Hill.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes, I can't believe I'm on the Tonight Show. I'm in Hollywood. I got the roots in Questlove.
What did you say, nigga?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, man, look at that. Return of the dang old king, man. Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go again.
Well, you put up these palings and you leave a 2-inch gap because them termites will get in there.
Who are you?
And then I said, okay, so then I go get some nails and I start pounding them in. I see him across the alley looking at me. I'm like, oh shit, here he comes. Them's the wrong kind of nails. They're going to rust. You're going to need that.
They said King of the Hill was coming back, but fans didn't expect this. Within 48 seconds, the trailer managed to divide the entire fandom. Longtime viewers, who had waited over a decade, were left asking, what happened to the show we loved? The characters look older, sure, but something else is off. Bobby still sounds like a teenager. Boomhauer speaks slower.
God's sakes, Hank. Act like an adult, man.
And the animation, some fans called it stiff, lifeless, even cheap.
It's bad.
But here's the thing. What if that awkward trailer wasn't a mistake? What if it was intentional? What if Hulu just exposed that this reboot isn't what we thought it was? Because behind the fan outrage, behind the memes and Reddit threads, there's a bigger story no one is talking about. And if you've seen the trailer but didn't catch this, you might have missed the first real warning sign. So let's break it down. Not just what fans are saying, but what they might be right about. After 15 years of silence, King of the Hill came back, and within minutes, fans were already fighting over whether it should have stayed gone. Hulu chose Father's Day to drop the first real footage, a 48-second teaser that reintroduces us to Hank and his now 21-year-old son, Bobby. A sweet moment, right? A father and son, older now, sharing memories, catching up, maybe finally hugging it out. Wrong, because the moment fans hit play, they felt it. Something was off. The first complaints came instantly. Not about the story, not even about the jokes. It was the look. Words like cheap, lifeless, and soulless spread like wildfire across Reddit and Twitter. One user summed it up brutally. The animation looks like ass. What the hell happened? The clip, though short, was enough to spark a storm. It didn't feel like the King of the Hill they remembered. It looked like a copy, and not a good one. Even die-hard fans were hesitant, because what they saw wasn't just a new season, it felt like an entirely different show wearing the skin of something nostalgic. But here's the kicker. That teaser wasn't even the full show, it was just the first taste. And yet, it was enough to raise a chilling question. If this is how it starts, what's coming next? When fans talk about King of the Hill, they don't just talk about the writing or the jokes, they talk about the feel of the show. That dry, grounded animation style gave Arlen, Texas a strange kind of warmth. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't polished, but it felt real. Now, it feels like that world has been flattened into something synthetic. The 2025 reboot clearly uses modern digital animation, slicker, smoother, and somehow emotionally colder. Characters move like they're trapped in a simulation. Their faces stretch oddly. Their gestures feel robotic. Even the backgrounds feel strangely sterile, like they were mass-produced in a template, and fans noticed. It looks like it was animated in a rush by a team that didn't even watch the original, one viewer wrote. Another put it bluntly. Even the digital transition in the later seasons didn't look this stiff. What's worse, this isn't just a King of the Hill problem. The same complaints were made about the Animaniacs reboot, and even Mike Judge's own Beavis and Butthead revival. Some fans argue that we're just not used to the update, that our nostalgia makes anything new feel wrong. But others believe something more worrying is happening. Studios are cutting corners. They're cashing in on legacy shows without reinvesting in what made them special. And here's where it gets eerie. The animation might actually be a clue. A hint that this reboot wasn't made for the same audience anymore. But that's just the surface, because fans soon realized the visuals weren't the only thing that felt frozen in time. If there's one thing fans were excited about, it was hearing Pamela Adlon return as the voice of Bobby Hill. The moment she spoke in the trailer,
World has changed, Dad.
it was like 2005 all over again. Same tone, same pitch, same "that's my purse, I don't know you" energy, but that's exactly the problem. Because Bobby, he's not 13 anymore, he's 21. And yet, when he opens his mouth, time stands still.
Irashamase, Willkommen. I'm your chef, Bobby Hill.
like puberty just skipped him. To some, that's comforting, a sweet callback, proof that the show hasn't forgotten its roots, but for others, it's jarring. It's creepy hearing a grown man speak with a middle schooler's voice, one user wrote. Another added, it's like he's trapped in the past and no one noticed. The discussion quickly spiraled, not just into voice acting choices, but into full-blown speculation. Is Bobby supposed to sound the same for emotional continuity? Is it a joke about Arrested Development, that he hasn't really grown up? Or did the creators just not want to replace an iconic performance? Whatever the reason, the result is unsettling because it brings up a deeper, more uncomfortable question. Can these characters actually grow up? Or are they stuck in a version of themselves we refuse to let go of? The voice issue isn't just about Bobby, it's a symptom of something bigger, and fans realized that when Boomhauer opened his mouth.
Fake sport, man. You got to tackle something.
Boomhauer used to talk so fast you could barely catch a word, and that was the charm. Now, he's speaking slower, clearer, and kind of dull. Fans instantly picked up on it. Why does Boomhauer sound like he's teaching a class? It's like someone hit the brakes on his personality. Some think it's intentional, aging him down, calming him with time. Others blame it on voice actor Mike Judge, maybe unable to replicate the speed after all these years.
Man, it dang old complicated, you know, man.
Either way, the damage is done. Boomhauer doesn't feel like Boomhauer anymore, and if even he has changed this much, what the hell happened to Hank? Because a single line in the trailer suggests something wild, that Hank and Peggy might have been living in Saudi Arabia before moving back. Blink and you'll miss it. But the trailer drops a quiet bombshell. Hank and Peggy were living in Saudi Arabia. Wait, what? No context, no flashbacks, just a quick mention that they're back in Arlen after some mysterious contract job overseas. For a show that once prided itself on being the most grounded cartoon on TV, this is bizarre. Hank Hill, the guy who panics over charcoal grills, was living in the Middle East. Fans are confused and suspicious. Some think it's a throwaway joke. Others believe it's part of a bigger shift in tone, a sign that the writers are steering the show into new, riskier territory. But here's the real question. Did King of the Hill evolve, or did it break its own rules? Because if Arlen isn't what it used to be, and Hank isn't where he's always been, then maybe this reboot isn't trying to continue the story. Maybe it's trying to rewrite it. And nothing shows that more than the strange little details hidden in the posters. If you think the trailer was strange, wait until you see the official posters. They look simple. Hank and the gang standing in their usual alley, but fans quickly spotted weird, modern details that don't belong, and that's when the theories exploded. Theory number 1. Dale versus the 5G tower. In the background, a cell tower, something Dale Gribble would see as a government mind control device. Fans are betting he'll spend the whole season trying to blow it up, while ignoring his own collapsing life.
I'm guessing you don't want this guy camping out in the freezer then, huh?
Theory number 2, Bill's food delivery addiction. Bill looks a little rounder. Fans think he's replaced real interaction with apps, ordering takeout non-stop, sinking deeper into isolation. Theory number 3, Boomhauer's tablet mystery. He's holding a sleek modern tablet. Some think he's using it to learn a new language, maybe Spanish, maybe just to slow down his speech. Others think it's a sign he's become normal.
How you supposed to come out to do anything about that dog if you're just gonna get a dang old computer ain't gonna come? Shut up!
Theory number 4, Hank rejects all modern tech. Look closely, everyone else is adapting, but Hank, no smartphone, no tablet, just a blank stare of confusion. It's classic Hank, refusing to move on while the world speeds past him.
Are we all gender?
These theories are funny, but they also feel plausible, and that's what scares longtime fans the most, because if even King of the Hill is giving in to the tech-heavy, app-obsessed world, then what's left of the Arlen we used to know?
Emotional, damn it!
After everything, the animation, the voices, the weird new setting, fans are starting to ask a tough question. Who is this show even for? It's clearly not just for the old school fans. The tone feels different, the rhythm is off, the charm still there in pieces, but rearranged. It's possible this reboot isn't about reviving King of the Hill the way it was, but about reinventing it for a new generation. One that doesn't remember Sunday nights on Fox.
Fox tonight. Animation domination is all new, all night. Yep, all 4 shows are all new for you.
One that didn't grow up with propane jokes and Boomhauer's mumbles.
Always talking about propane, 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 man.
One that's more used to TikTok than alley beers, and that hurts. Because for the fans who kept the show alive for 15 years, this version feels alien. Not bad, not broken, just not ours anymore.
What?
And that leads to a final question, one that nobody wants to ask, but everyone is thinking, did they bring back King of the Hill, or did they bury it under nostalgia and call it a tribute?
You serious?
Nostalgia is powerful. It makes us believe we can go back. That shows characters, even entire eras, can be revived with the right trailer and a familiar theme song. But King of the Hill wasn't just a show, it was a reflection of a time, a town, a group of people who didn't change easily, and maybe weren't meant to. Now, the reboot feels like it's stuck between 2 worlds, trying to honor the past while racing into the present. And in doing that, it might lose both. Sure, things evolve, voices change, art styles update, but when you mess with the soul of something, the small, quiet, real moments that made Arlen feel alive, you risk more than backlash.
Yeah, that's right. It's that kind of party. Anything goes, extra fun, woo!
You risk making something forgettable out of something that was once unforgettable. So, did they ruin it? That depends. If you're hoping for the same King of the Hill, maybe. But if you're open to something different, even if it's uncomfortable, this reboot might just surprise you, or disappoint you, or both. Only one thing's certain. This isn't the King of the Hill you remember, and maybe it was never meant to be. So, what do you think? Did Hulu revive a classic, or did they just slap modern paint on a legend and hope we wouldn't notice? Because King of the Hill meant something. It was about small town values, quiet struggles, and characters that felt real. And if that's gone, then maybe what we're watching isn't a sequel. Maybe it's a goodbye. But this isn't just about one show. It's about how studios are rebooting everything we once loved and hoping we'll settle for less. At Dream Better, we're not here to blindly accept what we're given. We question, we dig deeper, we uncover what others miss. If you love pop culture with a twist, if you want breakdowns that challenge the narrative, not just repeat it, subscribe to Dream Better now, because nostalgia's a powerful drug, and it's time we stopped getting high on cheap rewrites. Hit that subscribe button, comment your thoughts below, and remember, not everything from the past deserves to be brought back, but the truth, that's always worth watching.